This has got to be the most interesting thing Pokemon Company has done for any of their games. I have very mixed feelings about it, but mostly positive feelings about it. But Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee are now getting a sort of post-game adventure in which you have to battle master trainers. Now, it's not like, oh, okay, so what? There's 10 master trainers, I go beat their teams, and then boom, I become a master trainer. Oh, it's much more than that. So I know there's a lot of news reports out there already for this, but in case this is the first time you're hearing about this, I'm gonna go ahead and play the video that the trailer that they aired a few days ago, like a week back, something like that. It's been a little while. And then I'm gonna stop it obviously at certain points to talk about some of the things, and then let's give our thoughts and opinions on it, because this is pretty cool. I really like it. So it starts off right off the bat with these. It highlights these people that have like these little messages, and there was like a trailer like way back that had that people breaking down is like, oh, why is there a Poliwrath like icon above this trainer's head or whatever, and so there was that whole mystery there to it, but now we finally reveal that it was a master trainer for Poliwrath, and as you can see, there is a master trainer for actually for every single Pokemon in the Kanto Pokedex. Now, I almost stopped myself and actually kind of corrected it, but then I would have been wrong if I had tried to correct it. So I'll explain what I'm talking about in just a moment. We'll see it in the video, but essentially there is a trainer for every single Pokemon, and you have to be able to beat them in order to claim their specific rank. So let's watch this video a little bit more. Master trainers have arrived in Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee. So there's a Charizard master trainer, and you get to fight with your Charizard. Charizard versus Charizard. Each is dedicated to training one Pokemon. So this is a 1v1 battle versus their specific Pokemon and yours. And as you can already tell here, you not only have to find them, as I read the caption there, but this is a Pidgey, and you are carrying around a Pidgey. Now this is obviously optional, you don't have to carry around a Pokemon, but you are going to have a Pidgey battle. A literal Pidgey versus Pidgey battle. Not a Pidgey versus Pidgeotto, Pidgey versus, Pidgeot, whatever, versus Pidgeotto. No, it's a straight up Pidgey versus Pidgey. We have a Sandshrew versus Sandshrew battle. It's literally for every single Pokemon. Here's one for Poliwhirl, there's one for Venusaur. So you have to challenge them, you have to beat them, and then claim their title. So no items, one-on-one battle, the ultimate duel as they're trying to promote this. And then they show off some attack moves. I think that's Toxic? I want to say that's Toxic. Was that Mach Punch? Hold up. So yeah, so they use unexpected attacks, that's their whole thing here. That was a fighting type attack, wasn't it? That had to. Oh, Mega Punch maybe? Mega Punch probably. Rock Slide, Gyarados using Thunderbolt, using either Absorb or Giga Drain, Lapras using Solar Beam. I mean, these aren't like really like bizarre moves. I mean, these Pokemon are able to learn these moves through, whether it's through TMs or just by leveling up. Actually, no, my bad. Not by leveling up. Unless it was in a future generation. I don't have like their moves memorized by generations. I know that like some Pokemon have gained some new moves, but Lapras learning Solar Beam, that was more of a TM thing. And then we get to, and it says claim every title question mark. So, interesting. I did not realize. Okay, so they're welcoming you as Venusaur Master Elaine. Can you switch out your title? Like, can you just not have a title too sometimes? Or like, how do they recognize you by this? Do you wear like a specific badge? Is it just like a one-time thing only where as soon as you beat the master trainer, you go to the next place and then they'll address you by like master trainer so-and-so? Either way, that is pretty awesome. Obviously, I'm gonna hope to get the Squirtle and the Blastoise and the Wartortle master trainers. Those are gonna be my primary objectives. If I can find them right away, I'll go for them first. But I really want Squirtle Master Trainer. That's what I want. Squirtle Master Trainer or Blastoise Master Trainer. Either way works. Probably Squirtle. But anyway, And so what's funny about the trailers though is that we thought this was it. People kind of like stopped at this for a little while, and then lo and behold, guess what? There should be one thing you were thinking of, and it's like, well, what about the bug Pokemon? What about Metapod and Kakuna? There is a Metapod Master Trainer. Let's find out whose Metapod is more powerful. And I hope this brings a little bit of like flashback here, because there was an episode in the Pokemon anime, I think his name was Samurai, who had a Metapod and battled Ash's Metapod, and they literally just used Harden like all day to see whose Metapod was better. And yeah, and I think that's what this is a throwback to, that specific thing. So you're gonna have to fight a Metapod with your own Metapod. I guess if you leveled up your Metapod and knows Tackle, sure. Maybe, does Metapod know Bug Buzz? I don't know Metapod knowing any other move than Tackle and String Shot, and then when it runs out of moves, it's Struggle. So this should be really interesting how you're going to go about that. Now, here's the interesting though. You don't actually battle every single Pokemon. At least to my knowledge, either it's going to be a mix of quests versus battling, or maybe just like a handful of Pokemon are just going to be through quests. So what I mean by that is that if we take a look here, this is on Pokemon.com, by the way. I'm kind of skipping ahead here, but some master trainers will have a simple request for you, but most of them will want to battle. The only catch is that they will only battle against the species of Pokemon they love. You'll need to train up each of your Pokemon to take on these tough challengers. Because these Master Trainer battles are a true test of you and your Pokemon's strength, neither you nor the Master Trainer will be able to use items during the match. But this is what I'm talking about right here. If I can get to it, it would be wonderful to see a truly powerful Ditto, even just once. And he's got, you know, the whole little Ditto icon there. Interesting enough, because, you know, Ditto doesn't necessarily fight. It only knows transform. So how can you have a Ditto transform to another Ditto, transform to another Ditto, and it just goes back and forth, and there's nothing really to do unless you're the first one to hit Struggle, and then boom, you win. So I guess that makes sense why there would be certain quests, but I'm wondering how many of them are just going to be quests, because then you would think, well, why not Metapod and Kakuna just get quests? But yet we just saw a Metapod battle. So I wonder who else would have a quest attached to it rather than just having a battle? Because I can't think of any other Pokemon off the top of my head. Going through my 151 library here, yeah, I don't really know right off the bat who's gonna have just a quest versus a battle. But either way, it's such a cool post-game thing to do that it will keep you busy, especially if you have to train up, like, let's say a Magikarp, or again Metapod, maybe a Mr. Mime, and you have to kind of think about type weaknesses too, and disadvantages, because like if let's say what is it, can Rhydon, right? Rhydon's ground rock, and if it knows ground type moves, it essentially can beat its counterpart because it's weak to ground because of the rock type. And yeah, there's a lot of thinking that needs to go behind it. So once you become the Pokemon League champion, your journey is far from over. After earning the coveted title, you will find new special trainers scattered throughout the Kanto region. These are the Master Trainers, and each of them is considered the strongest trainer for a specific Pokemon. That's right, there's a Master Trainer for every Pokemon in the Kanto region. Master Trainers are always thinking about their favorite Pokemon, so you can spot them at a glance. The icon of the Pokemon they favor is displayed above their heads, and the color of their attire is different than other trainers too. Best, the Master Trainers in battle to earn their title, proving that you're also a master of their favorite species. The titles you've earned can even be displayed in-game during link battles so that your friends can admire your skills. Show what a devoted trainer you are by challenging all the Master Trainers. This is going to be a lot of fun, and I feel like this is going to keep a lot of players busy. I highly doubt anyone ever really focuses on powering up individual pre-evolution forms, like a Pidgey, like a mastering a Pidgey of all things. Like, that's just odd. Rattata. What else is there? There's give me something. Bellsprout, Oddish, Nidorans, both the male and the female. Like, there's a lot to do, and those are just the stage ones. Don't forget, there's like probably a Weepinbell, a Gloom, a Nidorino, a Nidorina Master Trainers out there. There's a lot that can go behind this, and I'm surprised that they came up with this idea and wanted to implement it. And I'm hoping, it seems like a lot of people are very positive about this, which is good, because a lot of people were worried about the post game. You know, what else is there to do after you become Pokemon League champion and completed your Pokedex, which is pretty much the typical, like that's always the end result for every Pokemon game, no matter what. You become the League champion and then you complete the Pokedex, and then what else is there? So I'm glad they added Master Trainers. I know there was a recent interview with Junichi Masuda that was kind of hinting at this is pretty much it, that this is the only post-game stuff. I would like to kind of see probably a little bit more, and probably continue on, if they decide to continue this series, do more with the other regions. Now that's a whole nother conversation for a whole nother video, but this is a good start. I like that they did this. It feels like they took a little bit of time developing it, especially since they decided to throw unexpected attacks with these Pokemon, you know, the Gyarados throwing Thunderbolt. Because, you know, in the game itself with the trainers, we battle another Gyarados and we just assume it has certain attacks based on this level, whether it be Thrash or Bite. You know, I'm not talking about Gyarados specifically, but Thrash, Bite, maybe Splash, Tackle, whatever. And that was it. But no, these Master Trainers have taught their Pokemon specific moves. That Gyarados knowing Thunderbolt is kind of a big deal because, you know, Gyarados is weak to electric attacks. So, you know, what are you going to do then? How are you going to defend yourself? Is it going to be now you have to raise your Gyarados' speed to out speed the other Gyarados and be able to, you know, knock it out with a Thunderbolt? Who knows? But this is a very, very good thing they've added. I'm really excited about it. I feel like this will definitely keep me busy for quite a while because, again, 151 titles. I really hope, this is where I have a little bit of mixed feelings. It's 151. Being able to accomplish that takes a lot of time. So I kind of hope that it's not like an overwhelming amount that is based on battling, because it does say quests. You have to do just certain quests that I kind of hope it's maybe somewhere between 60-70% battles and then 30% quests, because if you just try to battle every single one, it's gonna be time consuming. But anyway, let me know what you guys think about Master Trainers. I am really excited about it. I think it's a really good thing for the game, but you know, what do you guys say? I mean, are you guys for it? Are you against it? Do you think it was a dumb idea, or do you think it was a smart move for them? Let me know down in the comment section. But that's pretty much all there is to talk about. So we're gearing up. That's it. We're less than a month away from these games, and yeah, I'm excited to be streaming it. Hopefully for you guys soon. As soon as I get my hands on it, and as soon as I get my capture card for it. So, you know, make sure you subscribe and stick around for that. But that's gonna be it, guys. Please like, subscribe, comment, all that other YouTube dialogue that I gotta say to help out my videos. It's just a YouTube thing. And yeah, I'll see you all in the next video.